Live from the Icebox Studio in Montgomeryville, Pennsylvania, it's the Bill and Corey Show.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Corey.
Welcome back. This is live episode number 60 for the Bill and Corey Show. So pretty good. So big countdown on 100. It's going to be sometime in the fall.
And then we'll be syndicated. 100 episodes, you get syndicated.
Oh, we get syndicated.
Yeah, you get
wow.
to go,
I didn't think of that. I have to work on, call my lawyer to try to set things up for that. Yep. So we got some, I think these questions more interesting than last week. So we'll see. You might not, but.
Good job this week, customers. Good job this week.
I think it is. Well, we had a customer send us specifications, and it's, oh boy, these blueprints and stuff. They had some piping size on there and some regulators, and it was kind of interesting bringing up some of the things they talked about. They had stainless steel regulators, and then they were running copper pipe to connect to the stainless steel regulators, which seems a little bit out of whack. And their spec calls out for half-inch Type L copper, and then half-inch swage lock fittings, with the fittings going to half-inch FNPT, that's female national pipe taper. So it's a lot of half inches there. Hey, that sounds great. They're all going to be the same size. So I got some.
This is why we can't have nice things, because we have to be so confusing.
I know, it's confusing, and I'm going to try to you're probably already confused to begin with.
Well, I was confused yesterday during rehearsals. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. So, anyways, and I want to talk a little bit about Type L copper pipe. Most people might be like, "What the heck's Type L?" Well, that I don't even know what number of the alphabet that is, but it's way down there. So what about A, B, C, D, and E? No, there's actually 4 types of copper pipe. Mm-hmm. Type K, L, and M. Don't know why they named them that way. And there's also DWV, which is drain, waste, vent pipe. So the DWV is your thinnest copper, and that would be used for typically inside houses and stuff. Drain pipes or vent pipes, vent stacks.
Yeah, drain and vent sound like almost the same thing, and that they don't need.
No, you get it's like at atmospheric pressure.
But
so
waste is probably atmospheric pressure.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just seems odd.
Name them.
I know. It's just
So,
one of those things that we've always done it this way.
Okay, so Type L copper in the middle, that's the one most likely used in your house. So if you went around your house, you probably had L copper. You might have some M, but most likely it's all L, and that's relates to thickness, and the thickest one would be Type K copper, and that's usually used. I don't think they use them for mains anymore. That'd be more used for industrial type applications. That's your heavier duty. You're not going to use that in the house. Yeah, probably not.
I mean, what's the max pressure? Like one?
Well, there's I don't have a list of
100
that.
maybe in a house.
Yeah, well, actually, the house though, it's limited to 30 to 80 psi.
Okay.
And I think it's code you can't have pressure over 80 psi.
I want to find a house with 80 psi.
Yeah, that'd be really good. But then you got those nozzles that restrict it down to tiny little micro nozzles.
No, you take out the restrictor. That's the first thing I did when I moved to my apartment.
Hose blow on?
No, they put a little rubber thing in there to restrict it. You go in there, reach it up out, and you put a new shower head on there.
Don't do that.
We're not in a water bad
so
area.
anyways, that. So I was kind of surprised to use L, because I've done some plant work, and we would have used K for the plant, but they used L, so you're kind of suspicious about what their knowledge is to begin with. So I get I don't have any half-inch copper pipe. I didn't want to go to the store and buy any, because I have to buy like 10 foot of it or something. But I do have, this is, you want to do close-up on this? So this is all my half-inch stuff. So this is half-inch stainless steel tubing. Mm-hmm. We use this for stuff. And this is a half-inch valve I had laying around in my house back when I did plumbing stuff. So you think, okay, the half-inch will go into the half-inch.
It does.
It does, but it's
you got to put a lot of braze around it to make it stick.
It's kind of loose in there.
You got to fill in a lot of filler metal. You got to put in there.
So this is a half-inch copper street L, and that fits nice and snug in there. And you braze or solder that in there. And you can see here, you can actually put the half-inch tubing inside the half-inch copper Oof. So copper. So there's different ways of calling copper pipe. If they have nominal sizes. Oh, and this. So nominal size for copper pipe. Or OD size.
Nominal size means pretty much in name only.
Yeah, yes, pretty much.
No, it's what that's.
Okay, and then this is keep zooming in on this stuff. This is half-inch pipe, and it's not even close. It's not even close there. So copper tubing, if you get a half-inch nominal copper tube, it is actually 5/8 OD. Mm-hmm. So any of the actual ODs are 1/8 larger than the nominal size.
So does that mean the ID is a half-inch, Bill?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So this says, like this valve, if you can actually get on there like 84-inch TV and stand up close, it has half-inch on there, but it's half-inch nominal. So the half-inch OD ain't gonna fit in a half-inch pipe. The outside's about like half-inch pipe. But there's on half-inch pipe, there's nothing on half-inch pipe that's half-inch. So it's just a nominal size.
You know, now to think about it, I wish I would have looked this up before this, but I wonder, does Europe use nominal pipe sizes? I think they might. It's almost like they married, this is what I'm saying, it's almost like they married metric and things like, all right, let's come up with a standard.
This came first, I think. I guess, I don't know.
I don't know, I'm just curious. I wish I would have looked it up now that I'm thinking about it.
So we'll have to take a road trip? Where do you want to go?
Let's go to. I haven't been in Eastern Europe yet. Let's go to Budapest.
Go to Ukraine.
Nah,
Budapest would be good.
Yeah, Budapest. Yeah.
Yeah, we go to Budapest. We'll do that trip. Maybe we'll do that. We have to schedule it so we're back.
Or Athens. Athens would be cool.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they have pipes there. So.
So
that's about. Oh, they're all lead. So that's it for our pipe side stuff. Okay, we beat that one. Okay, the customer is looking for a replacement oxygen sensing cell for their monitor. We are needing the sensor only. Also adding pictures to help you with what we were needing. I didn't put the pictures in graphics, so that's okay. And the first picture shows part recycled in red. So it's this one's for you.
Yeah. So this is a GSS. This thing detects for gas, just in case you got leaks. You know, usually this goes inside a cabinet on the top. No, it doesn't have.
Well, it could. It could be in a cabinet.
It could be in a cabinet.
It could be somewhere in your
the area to detect it. And so this is the GSS. This requires a controller. As you can see, there's nothing you can see on it. So you can get a controller. What's nice about the controllers is you can do multiples. This one comes in 2, 4, 8 channels.
Well, then we have 1, 2,
One channel?
Yeah, there's a one channel.
There's a one channel. I guess if you just be remote.
This one we had in stock. So
okay.
That's why I pulled it.
Well, you can do it remote then is one of the good things. So you don't have to go to the area to see if there's any leakage. And also you can hook up multiples if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Which is always a nice thing. Yep. And so in this case, the sensor will be this guy right here.
Don't unscrew it all the way. We don't know what's going to come.
All right, that's true. That's true. We don't want to surprise ourselves. So it's this little guy, the sensor. So the customer only needs this. They gave us a part number for the whole thing, but luckily we got...
It helps.
It helps. It does help.
And then you get another one.
And you got another one. And where is my doohickey?
There's your doohickey.
All right, so then Bill was showing me this one yesterday, and he's like, check this. This one doesn't need it. It's a standalone.
We use that in cabinets a lot, so you can see the gas detection.
Yes.
You don't have to look it on the wall for something.
So and I was asking, I was like, there's no buttons on it. I was like, how does this work? And he says, this little guy... Didn't you open it?
No, leave it.
Yeah, leave it in there. It works through it. So what we have is a magnet, and there's buttons on the inside, and you can touch it, and with it, and it will
do
it's as if it's a button thing underneath the glass. It's just all protected. So
button that goes ping.
Button that goes ping, and then again, this one doesn't have the sensor on it, so.
It does.
Oh, it does.
It's a different one.
Different
sensor.
So they look different.
I don't want you playing it because these are for jobs. Okay. So we don't want to be like, Corey broke it.
Well, I'm not
going to ship the cabinets.
Well, we could probably get another one, hopefully. These aren't the only ones made, right? Is this a one of a kind?
No, they make a lot of it. They're not one of a kind. Okay. More oxygen questions. Here,
man, everyone wants to breathe, it seems like. Yeah, oh, that's lighter than I thought it would be.
Okay, we had a customer. Can you help me recommend a regulator for this. CGA 540 oxygen on-demand regulator.
I like the CGA 540. Oxygen is kind of redundant because oxygen's the only one that goes with the CGA 540.
Right, but that's.
But you don't know. No, it's fine. I was just wanted to point out a fun little fact.
Yes, yeah, like CGA 580 could be a bunch of
different gases
and some mixes and stuff like that. So, anyways, an on-demand regulator. I would expect something like a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch MNPT connection. However, I have an analyzer with a vacuum pump, so I actually need an on-demand type regulator. This is actually a different part of this is directly from the customer. The normal flow would be around 1 liter a minute, max flow around 10 liters a minute. The pump will draw at least 100 kPa, and that's
important
in the vacuum range. So, I mean, what's an on-demand regulator? It's regulator.
You ask for it, and we send it to you.
Yeah, not. So we have our DR490 is an on-demand regulator, and what this is, it won't deliver gas unless there's a demand. It's like trying to think of like a scuba regulator. You have your mask on and your whole scuba set up.
Imagine if it was still flowing oxygen.
Nice.
I'm trying to blow out.
Yeah, I know. So exactly, you only get oxygen when you're breathing in, and it'll open it up and you'll get oxygen. So it's good. Sort of like the Darth Vader kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, it is kind of like that.
Kind of like Darth Vader.
I bet you had an on-demand regulator to help him breathe.
This is special. I wonder if it's a Matheson. So.
It's probably painted black, though, I bet.
It could be. So it's kind of funny looking. It's not Steve Buscemi funny looking, but it's got a pancake diaphragm thing. I've never taken one of these apart, and I don't want to take this one apart because this is from stock, so I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, so this is the only one we have for on-demand regulators. This, I hate to say, is not going to help them out. This has a flow capacity up to 3 liters a minute. They need 10 liters a minute. And you need a 3-inch water column suction to activate it. And these are used for calibration gases when you're calibrating gas sensors that have vacuum pumps on them. The ones we showed before, these are diffusion type sensors, so they just kind of, they're hanging out, waiting for gas to
touch them.
And we've got ones, the toxic gas one, our toxic gas ones aren't going to wait. So they have a little suction pump on there, and you'd put it in the exhaust duct, and it would pull the gas out of the exhaust duct looking for nasty gases. So when you're calibrating that, you'd use this kind of regulator, because then you can use this kind of regulator, because then when the sensor, you hook the tubing up to the sensor's pulling, and it'll pull gas out, your calibration gas out for that.
How do you, I mean, I know obviously there's no knob on there. Is there
no knob
so it's already preset and everything?
Yeah, it's already preset.
For what, do you know what pressure?
This is 30, it says up to 30 inches. So you're going to need at least 3 inches of water column for it to activate.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not for
breathing.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter, because once you release gas, it's going to screw up your vacuum. You can have a full vacuum, and now you're sucking gas, and it's not a full vacuum anymore. So, but it's maxed out 3 liters a minute. So you can buy this. Where can you buy this?
Store.mathesongas.com.
You got it. So, and we can ship this within 24 hours. There's a variety of CGA connections on here. And for this person's application, you might want to look at, because it's oxygen on demand, you might want to look at the medical regulators, which we don't sell in our online store. So yeah, that's all the questions we have for this week. Tune in again next week at 10 a.m. for another edition of the Bill and Corey Show.
Set your VCRs.